Hey, what's up? Romain from Glebe Kitchen. If you've ever wondered why your chicken jalfrezi doesn't turn out like they serve you in restaurants, stick around. I'm going to show you what they do, how they do it, and I'm going to do it all in under 4 minutes. Peppers and onions are the backbone of chicken jalfrezi. Okay, green chilies and spices are important too, but you want really big chunks of onions and peppers. This isn't about finely diced. You want to know when you're biting into a piece of green pepper. Frying your peppers and onions is critical when you're making a jalfrezi. You want the peppers to blister, you want a little bit of char. That adds a certain smoky flavor to the dish. And that smoky flavor is exactly what defines a good jalfrezi. Doing your prep when you're cooking Indian restaurant style is so important. It'll all go sideways fast if you're not ready. Don't try to figure out the recipe from this video. There's a link down below. I like to measure out all my spices before I get started. For this dish, I like a couple teaspoons of Indian restaurant spice mix, a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and some kasur methi. Tandoori masala gives jalfrezi its signature color. You want to find a brand that isn't all salt. If salt is the #1 ingredient, stay away. Once the peppers and onions are charred and nicely softened, add a little garlic ginger paste and some chopped cilantro stems. Notice I'm not using store-bought garlic ginger paste. That stuff tastes like wet cardboard. Once the garlic ginger paste stops sputtering, it's time to add the spices. This is the moment of truth. Watch your heat carefully and make sure you have enough oil in the pan. You want your spices to fry. Master this one step and you will master Indian restaurant cooking. You have to be careful until you add the tomato paste. Once the tomato paste goes in, you're back in the safe zone. You can crank the heat and just cook hard. And that's exactly what you want to do from here on in. Indian restaurant cooking relies on this stuff they call curry base. It's like a thin onion soup, but when it hits hot fat, magic happens. Well, almost magic. It's actually the Maillard reaction, and it's better cooking through science. You want to add your curry base in batches and let it fry hard for about 90 seconds between additions. You do this to maximize the effectiveness of frying the curry base in oil. That gets you maximum Maillard reaction, and that gets you maximum flavor. And I'm guessing maximum flavor is why you're here. If you're looking for bland, this is not the place for you. I like pre-cooking my chicken for Indian restaurant style. It speeds things up when I'm cooking multiple curries, and I don't have to worry about the juices diluting my curry and messing with the consistency of my sauce. The downside, and it's a big one, is you lose the flavor from the juices of the chicken. It's a really tough trade-off for me. I always use dark meat for my curries, thighs in fact. You can use white meat if you really want, but you have to be super careful not to overcook it because overdone white meat is kind of like sawdust. We're almost done at this point, just a few finishing touches. Really important finishing touches. I like big chunks of tomato in my chicken jalfrezi, so you know exactly what you're biting into. Same story with the green chilies. These are jwala chilies or finger hots. They're not too spicy. Nothing too fancy at this point. Just toss the chilies in, give it a stir, add the tomatoes, give that a stir and let it warm through. And that's it, the jalfrezi's done. Get these techniques down and you'll never go to an Indian restaurant and order jalfrezi again. Or if you do, you'll wonder why their jalfrezi isn't anywhere near as good as yours is. And maybe you'll be the one giving them tips on how to cook. This recipe and many more are available at glebekitchen.com. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like or subscribe, or even better, both. And remember, life's too short for bad food.